Okay. Welcome. Kay kahila Sir Hunzelian kahin. Today we'll start with English online classes in Duran Sadinga. And for today we'll begin with mock test number 10 IBPS PO prelims. Okay. A first question here reading comprehension hin. And usually we want to attempt this last because part lut pen hin na. Part lut pen hin adang ho abay zep ho gang chal chalai chai le chi chai na ki bol le chu pha pen hin but question acho masang amasa pen hong umin so exam long hipon will start with this question number 1. Why is providing education to all a challenge for the government post independence? One good practice is tuak equation of ipese chu hi chomin but ka le sauta ta umzi in ahi thei chana chu question hi attempt masat le before reading the passage part yung a safe deal when kay gyal dan hena kay opinion na some people prefer it if they read the passage first but question na direct ki attempt le part wang to them chakhat so ki safe man de he katino me kay wang. Question number 1, why is providing education to all challenge for the government post independence? So keyword is post independence and apat na nga le post independence. Question is why is providing education a challenge? Akiti post independent India sees education for all as its biggest hurdle as it consumes a substantial share of the GDP. Sentence I challenge helps ukitipon, but we see the word hurdle here means the same as challenge hurdle. So hurdle challenge, biggest hurdle, biggest challenge. It consumes a substantial share of the GDP. Option achitabang chu yes, option D, a huge portion of the Indian GDP is required. So option D is the correct option. Next, what steps did the government take to create a robust educational system? Let's go back to the passage. Ano ya sim su le? Okay, kito utalaw din na so Since its independence, the Indian government established strong centrally controlled education system, and through the establishment of different commissions and institutions like UEC, Secondary Education, UGC, Kothari Commission, NCRT. So here say here, what steps did the government take? So you can say government set up various organizations for the administration of education. Option B is the correct option. Next 3. Which of the following statements can be inferred from the GER ratio for 2019 to 2020? Let's search for GER. Second paragraph may Indian gross enrollment ratio. Question 2. Which of the following statements can be inferred? A and R, more females aged 25 or more were enrolled in higher studies than men. Chitabang kisay pesi say ga avelte. More female aged 25 and more were enrolled. No may sangin pasal atamzo kumsom nila nga chunglam. So GER mention na ahi. It mentions 18 to 23 years. 18 to 23 years. Kumsom nila nga chunglam hu akipapopon. So we can say A is wrong. B na the number of females enrolled in higher studies exceeded the number of men enrolled. No may nga pasala tamzo We can see here the GER for women in 2019 is 27.3% as compared to 26.9%. So we might, someone or somebody might take it as atamzo atomzo kisay na kihisa might here, but person asayin azat asay pun. Percentage is out of 100. Azat set asay pun. A percentage at tamzong le. Actual number. So anatomzo might na tamzo might we don't know. So we cannot say for certain. No may tamzo pasal tamzo kistay say low de. Again, see a large number of women abandon their studies before the stage of higher education. Is there anything that mentions abandonment? Lekasim haisan, lekasim nga. Kisun kapoy, so C is also wrong. The number of men enrolled in higher studies is higher than the total women enrolled. There's no information of pasal tamzo. No may tamzo thui makisay po enjoy simdo 27.3% to say hin. Again, that is not an actual number. Percentage will keep hin. So we can say none of this. Question number 3, correct option is none of this. Number 4, what is the role of higher education in the advancement of society? For this, we can refer to the first paragraph again. Higher education is capable of eradicating socio-economic disparities and contributes in building an inclusive society. Sustainable growth of India depends on positive socio-economic transformation with men and women as partner in progress. So let's see if any of this matches up with the options. Option A, higher education can play a crucial role in attaining sustainable growth in India. Sustainable growth is here. A is correct. B, an inclusive society can be built by providing higher education. Inclusive society, B is correct. So option A kui vet le A yung D, B yung D. That means obviously D so aban simbe nga ito po na A yung D le A yung B yung D le D ko hite nga ya. So 4D. Number 5. Which of the following statement is or are not incorrect according to the passage? Adi ilaw. Number 4 is hoy hoy di ham. Number 5 is hoy hoy di ilaw ham. Owing to its importance worldwide, quality education was included as the 4th Sustainable Development Goal. 4th Sustainable Development Goal. Is there any mention of 4th Sustainable Development Goal? The key objective of national education policy is improving the gross enrollment ratio. We can see here is one of the key aims of the new education policy. So 2 is correct. 3, the first national policy for education was devised in 1986. 1986. First national policy, 1986. Is it mentioned anywhere here? First national policy of education was formulated in 1986. 2 is correct. 3 is correct. Number 1, 4th sustainable as the 4th sustainable development. Abon adi so okay. So we'll say none of this. Option B. Question number 5, correct option is none of this. Adi low hoy hoy ham ti abon adi so okay. Na number 6. What does the gross enrollment ratio demonstrate? In question number 3, answer iholovat. So second paragraph, India's gross enrollment ratio rose from this to this, said the All Indian Survey on Higher Education. GR for higher education reflects the percentage of population attending college and university out of the total eligible population. Okay, question number 6, option who. Gross enrollment ratio demonstrates number of female drops out. Wrong. Average age of population enrolling in universities and colleges. Average age hipoy, it says percentage of eligible population. That means B is wrong. Percentage of population getting education out of getting higher education out of total eligible population. So higher education means college and universities. So option C is the correct option for question number 6. 7. Which of the following words will be the most suitable in the blank in the passage? There's a blank somewhere here. Okay, sustainable growth of India depends on positive socio-economic transformation with men and women as partners in progress, blank each other's effort in removing barriers to inclusive growth. No may to pasal chu kithohom ding. Blank ko kithohom na lang pang tusang angay chat he. What are the options? Reinforcing, indicting, oppressing, juggling, bewildering. Bewildering to tilkidang tinahin, juggling to juggling means it can mean the actual party trick, or it can mean til thumboy pi hom. Oppressing, we know. Indicting, so kithohom na to akinay pi pen ay thay pen. So it is reinforcing, meaning reinforcing each other's effort. Kithohom ding Kito sot ding in removing barriers to inclusive growth. Option A is the correct option. Number 8. Which of the following words is synonym of reflects? Reflects ipi avet sa aham. What does it reflect? Na reflect to ki meaning ki bang thai pen su tramples, tot padiham, impels, demonstrate, illuminates, repels. Vetsadi is demonstrates. Synonym of reflects is demonstrates. Next question number 9. Antonym of substantial. Substantial means izaram khat atamlam. Tidi substantial atamlang. Ale antonym opposite to hlomlang. Hlomlang is option B, tenuous. To hlomlang. Substantial so atamlang. Number 8. Number 10 na find the error. PD Lomam holder in both Ramesh as well as Javed are planning to start a joint venture together this month. Both iman le as well as man ngai po. Instead we use n. Both panlonas you can say Ramesh as well as Javed, but both aman le no need for as well as please use n. So a adi lo ume a will be the correct option. Next 11. I'm looking forward to receive back the cash from the company today. Whenever we use the phrase looking forward to, verb is always ing. So looking forward to receiving via the boy. Option B is the correct option. 12. He is waking up early in the morning and goes for a morning walk. Zinka matay na thozi in walking at chezi e. Nisiat hilki bolahin. You cannot say is waking up. Apart si aki bol khat ni si aki bol khat so you will use simple present tense. He wakes up early in the morning for a morning walk. So A will be the correct option. 13. Some cultures have adopted the traditional Western manner of conducting weddings. Some cultures have adopted. No error. 14. Di mo ang point, no error. 14. The judicious construction of green areas offer even more storage capacity at times of peak rainfall. Subject verb agreement akito olokhat ume here. So an English sentence is usually made up of 3 parts: subject, verb, object. Subject singular hile, verb is words like is. If subject is singular, verbs like is, am, ahilole, writes, sings. So he sings a song. Mi tamle, they sing a song. Subject singular, verb ma es he writes, he plays, he sings. Same thing here. The judicious construction. Tilkhat akisatsu. Singular hin. Subject is singular, so offer is wrong. It should be offers. He sings, he writes. Nakitithele. Offer yung su es azaw ngaye. Offers. Number 15. The minister advised that it was time to switch to solar power to generate electricity. Hindi lo sampo na, no error. 16. 16. The words in bold, they are not in their correct place. Word bola kipiho ko. Bola kipiho ko le ito angaya. Some women have catalyzed clean energy-based technologies to adopt their businesses. So all these words are in the wrong place. Not all, some of them. Hoy hoy to identify bolding and we will rearrange them. Abay lang pena, please treat all this as fill in the blank down and treat lang, and then it will be easier. So some women have blank clean energy base what? Some women have lahi blank ding chopen penny option hitale. What will fit it best? Some women have adopted clean energy based technologies to catalyze. We might have learned of catalysts in class 10 science, chemistry and all. Tilkhat su reaction su su hat ding su gang ding. So business to hat na dinga business o kanto na dinga adopt a bolzive technology tamta. So dito inchi ki to hin SC. B is the correct option. Next, 17. The dependent of an acumen is efficacy on the organization of an employees. We need to arrange this as well. Again, please treat it as a blank. The blank of a blank. Word la hai. The efficacy of an organization. Kung hila kilom thay peninte adang ho khial ngayam is sulai tantin dependent at sunga kingame pitsunga kingamham on the acumen of its employees. Organization khatsu efficient hi hen itile employee ho chunga kingame ti he, so efficacy is C, organization is D, dependent is A, and acumen is C. Wait, sorry, acumen is B. A to C ki khel to, B to D ki khel to. A, C, B, D. Option D is the correct option. Next, according to the evidence given by him, he was not occurred at the spot where the alleged incident present. What to choose? According to the evidence given by him. He was not blank at the spot. He was not present at the spot. Present is D. Where the alleged incident occurred. D to B held ding. B and D held ding. Option A is the correct option. 19. It is important to implement that well-designed and remember interventions can make a difference. It is important to remember. To remember that well-designed and implemented interventions can make a difference. So B and C are interchanged. B and C interchanged. Option C. 20. What issue to the most man common is his bread and butter matters? What matters to the common man? Milham khat na dinga poimo asa chu to the common man. What matters to the common man is his bread and butter issue. Question so detail what matters to the common man is his bread and butter. D. What matters to the C common man most is his bread and butter issue A. Okay. D and A ki khel to, B and C ki khel to. D, A, B, C. Option A is the correct option. Okay, let's move on. Fill in the blanks. Ransomware has emerged as the most blank of malicious cyber attacks. Options are optimal warhead designated predominant maneuvered. Ransomwares virus ho. It's a type of virus. Ransomwares have emerged as the most blank of malicious cyber attack la ipi ipene tinomam optimal warhead designated predominant maneuvered. So most to akit hon pi thei pen so predominant atam pene tula cyber attack ki bol na ransomware ho he atam pen ve predominant. 22 ransomwares second blank hiditai here. The blank demand hefty payments for the release of withheld data. Here, the sinless, the perpetrators, the companion, the administered, the convicted. Which is the correct option here? Here, the attack ball hotsun, the perpetrators. Option B is the correct option. Next, third blank. There are malwares that could blank all kinds of computer systems. There are malwares that could infect sluggish blast recommend easy na. There are malwares that could infect all kinds of computer systems. Option A. Next, fourth blank. With the lines between physical and digital realms blurring rapidly, every critical infrastructure from transportation, power, and banking systems would become extremely blank to the assault from hostile state and non-state actors. Meaning, physical, digital realms, for example, banking, mostly it is done through digital sensitive pen. And all our data from our photos to our personal information, everything is stored in the cloud now. So physical and digital realm, they are blurring rapidly. So banking systems would become extremely preserving, defending, vigilant, endorsing, vulnerable. We will say would become extremely vulnerable, susceptible to attack, vulnerable. Okay, fifth blank is with cyber threats capable of undermining our critical infrastructure, industry, and security, a blank cyber security policy is the need of the hour. Threat ahat ta in itabang cyber security policy ingay noham. Is it a biased one? Is it a forbidden one? Is it a delicate one? Profuse or comprehensive? Comprehensive meaning ating associate hiltamta different types of attack, different types of virus or malware abona prevent bolte comprehensive. Option E. Okay, we'll move on. Now it is jumbled sentences. We need to rearrange them to make a meaningful sentence. So parts of it amasa dinuha in alayla ki mix up lein. So we need to arrange them to make it a meaningful sentence. The public image of Ayurveda view that characterizes that Ayurveda treatments are slow to heal is a common. How do we arrange this? The public image of Ayurveda view that characterizes that common Ayurveda treatments are slow to heal is a common. Common ba na hi ipihung thele kilom penam is a common tia sentence ki chai thelo so what can come after this? Is a common da, is a common view, is a common that, is a common view hile kilom penana. So di ba na bihung paile, di ba na bihung na hi umlo. So our assumption is wrong. Sorry. Di ba na bi. Di ba na bi dang umpoy. Option C will be the correct one. Check po pa ute. C, D, B, A. So di tayo dinam. That Ayurveda treatments are slow to heal is a common view that characterizes the public image of Ayurveda. Adi tayo na. So this will be the correct option. So instead of hoi si masadiham hoi nukha diham tia iboy den sango ba. So kilhon khom te khom te ipi umam ihol do ole. We saw that di ba na hi bi te tileo khom na pen option. So di zenge. Next, same thing here. Let's find two part ni akit hon khom thei hol go te. A mass nesting season turtle comes ashore from every year thousands of the Bay of Bengal for thousands of bana hi ipi kilom ham. Thousands of a mass, thousands of turtles, thousands of the bay. So obviously thousands of turtles hi ngai hai na. So C bana B. C bana B, we have either A or D. C yung hinalay. So answer lai na pot thei boy. Let's try more. The Bay of Bengal for bana ipi umam. We already know that these two are connected for a mass nesting season. D bana A. C bana B, D bana A. So probably A will be the correct option. Let's try. Every year, thousands of turtles comes ashore from the Bay of Bengal for a mass nesting season. Option A is the correct option. Next. 1. Everyone's welfare, non-governmental organizations, person is left behind and ensure no. No a sentence ki chai the hi poi, so no bana hi pi umle kilom penam. No person is left behind hongi di he. Di bana C. Di bana C, we have either B or C. A akipan le kilomam, B akipan le kilomam. Sipa cho he. We see that A to 1. Sentence ka to 1 akipan thelo. Kon ipi day ham. Angai cha to ipi ham, kon day ham. We don't know anything. So A akipan sampun tin. Maybe B akipan le kilom. Let's see. Non-governmental organizations want everyone's welfare and ensure no person is left behind. So C to D. Option C is the correct option. 29. Move in different directions in stock markets around the world and their prices. Often thousands of stocks are traded around the world. Around the around the thousands around the world. Meaning B bana C 10 hi kilhon khom de. B to C kilhon khom na chu either A or D. Yes, A or D. Ale D akipan agyal D akipanin. Thousands of stocks are traded. Traded bana chu hoi hi hung le kilomam si pa chu he. Traded move in different direction ham or traded in stock markets around the world. First is C akichai the ham. C to often akichai hin and their prices often what? We don't know. Their prices often move. Hung kilom di he. C bana A. So DBC is the correct option. 30 na a major public health threat in severely affected patients is the very high mortality rate. What makes scrub typhus A? What makes scrub typhus A? A akichai the di hipon abana ipi umdiham. Hoi tikilom penam. A major public health threat in severely affected patients is the very high mortality. Obviously, it will be D bana A. D bana A option, only one here, D bana A, DACB. Let's check. What makes scrub typhus a major public health threat is the very high mortality rate in severely affected patients. DSCB. Good try.